welcome to the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewar. Today we are talking about family law. You know, the divorce rate in America is soaring, and that causes so many issues when it comes to, well, everything. If you have kids, if you have a property, if you have so many different ways that you can create pain, so to speak, and at that time you need an attorney. You need somebody that can help you in that environment. So today we've got Jeffrey Stewart of Galloway and Gilliland in Southlake, serving the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We're talking about family law. And one of the things that's kind of interesting about Jeffrey is that he was, he graduated TCU, went to what used to be Texas Wesleyan's Law School, which is now A&M, but he's been a rising star since he literally became a lawyer. In the last few years, he's been on several different publications and recognized in the community as somebody that is maybe a contender. Jeff, thanks so much for being on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here, Pat. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I really want to get into your story. You're a rising star, but obviously there's a lot to that. There's, something created that in you, that burning desire to really excel that way, especially in law. Tell me about your story. How'd you get there?
Well, I graduated from TCU in about 2005, and I took 2 years off. I was a poli-sci major, and there's not a lot you can do with a poli-sci major besides go to law school, but I went and worked for an insurance company for a little while, did that for about 2 years, and realized that it really just wasn't for me, and I wanted to go back to school. So I ended up going to Texas Wesleyan because I was from Fort Worth and wanted to stay in the area, and at that time I didn't feel like going off. And so I stayed and went to Texas A&M, or Texas Wesleyan, which is now Texas A&M School of Law. And I'm glad I did. I really enjoyed the program that they offered. All their professors had a great open door policy, and it was an environment they really wanted you to learn, and they gave you the opportunities to go out and experience what practicing law was. And at the time, I always said I never wanted to practice family law. That was the one thing that was on my list that I did not want to do. When I graduated in 2008, it was, the economy, we were in the Great Recession at that time, and trying to get a job coming out of law school with no experience in the legal field, it was difficult. And what I fell into was family law, so I like to say that family law more found me than I found family law. And so I got into doing some divorce cases and found out I really just liked it.
Really?
And I did. And, it was an opportunity to help people. And the other thing about it is with family law, it's not the same thing every day. When I wanted to be a real estate lawyer, and I wanted to, do leases and draft land contracts and draft deeds, and that's the same thing over and over and over. And with family law, there's that variety that you get. Every family is different. Every family has different goals. Every family has different needs, and you get to adapt yourself to an ever-changing situation. Really get in there, take a look at what's going on with this family, and say, how can I help this particular family get through this time?